Hey everyone, this is Kyle Lacey with another edition of the Baer Facts. I'm actually doing this interview from the Pardot offices in Atlanta, Georgia. And Jay, I know that you are back in Bloomington, right?
I am temporarily back at Convince and Convert Global Headquarters.
And where are you heading next week?
I am Houston in a few minutes and Mexico next week for the big Convince and Convert planning retreat.
Great, awesome. So, man, you guys get to retreat in Mexico. That's
I
awesome.
know. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the whole thing in Spanish. Not really.
We should do a Baer Facts in Spanish.
Baer Facts, and I could do one for Mexico. It'll be our best episode ever. I can promise you that. By the pool with tequila.
That's true. Okay, so today's topic is based off of a post that David Armano posted on his blog. And if you don't know who David Armano is, you need to find out because I've been reading David as long as I've been reading Jay, and they're both thought leaders in this space. And he's got a post about 2013 about how organizations are going to change the way that they're producing content from a journalistic perspective as well as a graphics perspective, and we're going to see this convergence of different business units happen. I think the best way is to put it faster in 2013 than it has before. So Jay, give us your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it was a really interesting post by David. He's at Edelman Digital in Chicago, and it was sort of a takeoff of some work that Altimeter Group had done last year on converged media, this idea that earned, owned, and paid media is kind of coming together in unprecedented ways. When you think about, for example, promoting a Facebook post. So a Facebook post is sort of in between earned and owned media, but then when you add that advertising element to it to make sure that more people see it, now it's paid. And so you've got something that is earned, owned, with paid on top of it, and it becomes sort of a synthesis, one thing, and that really hasn't happened much historically, and David took that as a cue to look into what the effect of this trend is on actual team structure, how marketing teams are oriented. It's a really, really good point. Historically, when you sort of think back to the Mad Men era even, you had a words guy and a picture guy. And then when digital marketing first came out, when I first started doing digital in '94 and beyond, you had to have a third person, right? You had word guy, pictures guy, and then sort of interaction programming geek person. But now that social media and content marketing is becoming much more like journalism, and in fact, many companies are starting to hire actual journalists or former journalists to work inside the company to chronicle the goings-on of that organization in a more objective, journalistic sort of way. Now you sort of need words guy, pictures guy, programming guy, plus journalist to sort of ride herd and kind of have that editorial calendar and figure out where everything is headed. I know the ExactTarget team is starting to structure around these same principles. And I think it's a really interesting time because you think back, right? The notion that marketing and journalism would work side by side, it wasn't that long ago that would have been crazy talk. And now it seems to be the new trend. I'm glad David brought it up. And it has, I think, manifest implications for professional services providers as well. If you have a marketing team that consists of a words guy, a pictures guy, a geek, and an editorial person sort of riding herd, what is there left for the agency to do exactly? Like make stuff in Photoshop? I mean, so I think what we're going to see, and there's been some examples recently of big companies bringing social media and content marketing in-house. I think what we're going to see is the smart agencies are going to focus their efforts on providing strategy, not tactics. Something to think about for everybody out there.
And there you have it. It's another edition of Baer Facts. Jay, enjoy Mexico. I would say it in Spanish, but I do not know any Spanish. So
leave it in the comments.
We will see you later.